We ate well and cheaply and drank well and cheaply and slept well and warmed together and loved each other. Madam, all stories, if continued far enough, end in death, and he is no true storyteller who would keep that from you. It's none of their business that you have to learn how to write. Let them think you were born that way. Live the full life of the mind, exhilarated by new ideas, intoxicated by the romance of the unusual. All my life I've looked at words as though I were seeing them for the first time. I like to listen. I have learned a great deal from listening carefully. Most people never listen. When writing a novel, a writer should create living people, people not characters. A character is a caricature. By then I knew that everything good and bad left an emptiness when it stopped. But if it was bad, the emptiness filled up by itself. If it was good, you could only fill it by finding something better. Most people were heartless about turtles because a turtle's heart will beat for hours after it has been cut up and butchered. But the old man thought, I have such a heart too. There is no rule on how to write. Sometimes it comes easily and perfectly. Sometimes it's like drilling rock and then blasting it out with charges. Going to another country doesn't make any difference. I've tried all that. You can't get away from yourself by moving from one place to another. There's nothing to that. I loved you when I saw you today, and I loved you always, but I never saw you before. If the others heard me talking out loud, they would think that I am crazy. But since I am not, I do not care. I'm not unfaithful, darling. I've plenty of faults, but I'm very faithful. You'll be sick of me, I'll be so faithful. You belong to me, and all Paris belongs to me, and I belong to this notebook and this pencil. The world is a fine place and worth fighting for, and I hate very much to leave it. The real reason for not committing suicide is because you always know how swell life gets again after the hell is over. He would lie in the bed and finally, with daylight, he would go to sleep. After all, he said to himself, it is probably only insomnia. Many must have it. Oh, darling, you will be good to me, won't you? Because we're going to have a strange life. The thing is to become a master and in your old age to acquire the courage to do what children did when they knew nothing.